A cloudy start to the day, brightening up as we head through the afternoon. The outlook remains unsettled. I'll have all the details, plus more coming up on Good Morning Britain.
Wednesday, 30th of July.
Maybe just want to chat about this earthquake. Honestly,
yes,
when I
please.
looked at my phone first thing this morning, I saw an 8.8, and as I instantly thought, wow, that is crazy. And I knew that an 8.8 was high. And obviously, as you said, we've been hearing it's the sixth strongest earthquake we have to scale. And that goes back right the way to 1900. And the earthquakes keep happening. I think we've got this map that Adam has. We have had, in the last 2 hours alone, 13 aftershocks of a magnitude 5 or above. So they keep having all of these aftershocks. Weather in the UK is relatively settled. We have high pressure close by, trying to keep things settled. Low pressure not far away, bringing the risk of showers. But for today, it is largely dry, albeit cloudy to start, with some sunshine later. First thing this morning, fairly cloudy skies across the country. Centrally, it's thick enough to produce the odd spot of rain or drizzle in the air. And as we head through the day, that lifts and breaks. So, yes, patchy rain for central areas of England, moving down towards the south and east. But other than a few showers across western Scotland, we are topped and tailed with these risk of showers. For everyone else, it is fine and dry and brighter than it was yesterday in the end, with temperatures a little bit higher, 23 or 24 degrees in the north, 25, maybe 26 degrees in the south. This evening and overnight tonight, the skies are largely clear. A few showers persist, but temperature-wise, 14 to 16. It is another mild night. Tomorrow is looking like a decent start to the day with plenty of sunshine. A little more warmth brings the risk of some showers, and that shower risk continues to the end of the week as well.
Here with us to monitor that major tsunami warning in the US and Japan, a massive earthquake on the east.
6 hours ago, an 8.8 magnitude earthquake hit just off the coast of Russia. Now, this is in the Pacific Ring of Fire. We are very used to earthquakes in this part on Earth, but this is the worst kind. It's called a thrust earthquake, where you get two tectonic plates, one moving under the other, and that's why so much energy is released. And it's because of the way that moves, and that's what drives the waves across the ocean.
And it drives it south rather than...
Yeah, this one is largely going south and east, right along those western
That's why
coasts.
people are thinking, yeah, well, why would it be Hawaii before San Francisco? Surely San Francisco is closer. But actually, I'm not sure it is.
I've got some friends on holiday in Hawaii at the moment. I was just
wow.
messaging them to see how they're doing. And I think we can go to... who's a journalist there.
In Hawaii.
She's got herself...
Good morning to you. Our weather is pretty settled as we head through the next 24 hours. High pressure close to the west, low pressure not far away from the east, and it's that moving in for the next few days that brings the increased risk of some scattered showers. But temperature-wise, we're sitting a little above where we should be for the time of year. For today, it's largely dry. I say largely, there's some outbreaks of rain initially, and it's a pretty cloudy start as well. So looking at our latest satellite and radar image, we can see a fair bit of cloud across western areas, cloud thickening through the central spine of England to produce some outbreaks of light rain and drizzle. And as we head through the day, this patchy rain and drizzle through parts of the Midlands, the home counties, heads its way down towards the Kent coast. And then for the northwest of Scotland, we see some outbreaks of rain arriving later. But in between, yes, cloudy initially, the cloud lifts and breaks. Some sunny spells take us through the afternoon. And temperature-wise, we're a little above where we were yesterday. The winds are light, so feeling pretty pleasant if you're outside. 22 or 23 degrees in the north, 25 or 26 degrees in the south. Overnight tonight, it stays fairly warm and pretty humid still. 13 or 14 in the north and 16 or 17 degrees in the south. So let's take a look at how things pan out as we head through the next 7 days. Looking at the north of the UK first of all. So Scotland, Northern Ireland, northern areas of England. Looking at our temperatures compared to where they should be for the time of year. And we're sitting around about average. And I definitely think that it will feel cool because we've been so warm so far this summer. Percentage chance of rainfall. Well, today is largely dry, other than that patchy rain for the northwest of Scotland. Tomorrow, an increased chance of seeing some scattered showers. The end of the week, and actually Saturday is looking like your driest day of the weekend, with hit and miss showers as we head through to Sunday and Monday. Fortunes further south to England and Wales as we head for the next 7 days. Again, looking at our temperatures compared to where they should be for the time of year. And we're just a little above, so feeling pleasant enough where we get that sunshine moderating back to average in the middle of next week. And then percentage chance of rainfall, largely dry today. A little bit warmer with some showers for tomorrow. Hit and miss until the weekend. Saturday looks like your driest day.
The cruise ships leaving on some of the footage from the area, how would it affect a cruise ship in that way?
So when you're out in the ocean, the waves, while they are big, it's when they get into the coastline, that's when they cause the most damage. So it would be a little turbulent out at sea. And they just had a press conference and they just said that every single port in Hawaii is now closed because of this. And I just want to put into perspective, this is a very terrible graphic, but this is Hawaii right now, and this is where the 6-foot wave was reported. This is the tiny island. This is one of the Leeward Islands. They're the Windward Islands. And this is where the 7-foot wave was reported. And it's around about 1,200 miles from here to there. And that is what everybody is worried about. So the governor of Hawaii has just said in a live news conference that they are not out of the woods yet. They're going to be watching all of these tiny islands, the wave heights as they pick up. And they are expecting the waves to rise here from the tsunami within the next few hours. So that's it from me for now. We are going to continue to monitor this and keep you updated. There's plenty more still to come. You're watching Good Morning Britain here on ITV1.